Hi, my name is Zach Slobin, and I'm here just to share with you a little bit about my experience thus far with Buy Homes Detroit and what an impact it had on me personally and professionally. About a year ago, I wanted nothing more than to become a successful real estate investor. Unfortunately, like some people, I just didn't have the cash to do it. But I had some great mentors who had actually started an incredible system where they would hand walk you through how to pick up, purchase, rehab, and then flip properties. And that company happened to be Buy Homes Detroit. And so one day I had a deal come across my desk for about $56,000. Well, I didn't have $56,000. At the most, I had $3,000 or $4,000 in my bank account. But what I did do was I was smart, and I used the knowledge that I had just acquired, and I went out and I leveraged the 401k of somebody else as a hard money loan. And I said, hey, listen, if you are willing to loan me this money on this property, I'm going to pay you 3 points and an 18% interest, which to me was fine because I knew that my profit was still going to be infinite because I had no money in the deal. Well, after utilizing and leveraging the Buy Homes Detroit system, not only did they find the property for me, did their crew rehab the property for me, I was able to sell the property within 105 days for $81,000, and I was only into it for $56,000. But remember, I wasn't into it with any of my own money. And the reality is I wouldn't have been able to do it or have the success that I had with my very first real estate transaction if it wasn't for the system and the people in place of Buy Homes Detroit. And really, that first deal is what facilitated my entire career as a real estate investor. And thanks to Buy Homes Detroit, not only did I do one deal, I did multiple deals. Actually, just recently, we went out and picked up another property inside of our own 401k this time, which is going to cash flow for us anywhere from $900 to $1,000 tax-free, which is just unbelievable. So I can't say enough about Buy Homes Detroit, the people that run the company, and what it's done for me, my family, and my life. So thanks so much for letting me share, and best of luck to you in the investment world.
That's awesome, Zach. Let me ask you a quick question. Did you ever personally see your property in Detroit?
Actually, that's a great question, and the answer is no. The only thing I ever saw of my property was that Buy Homes Detroit would facilitate updated rehab pictures for me every so often throughout the rehab process. For me, that was great because what it allowed me to do, like I mentioned before, was leverage their system and focus on some other activities that I was working on at the time, some other marketing endeavors that I was pursuing. So no, I never had to fly to Detroit. It was seamless, it was turnkey, and it made my life a lot easier. So I was literally able to get in there, pick up a property, move the property, make a lot of money for someone in my position while really sitting back and watching them do all the work.
That's awesome. And let me ask you another question, Zach. Previous to linking up with Buy Homes Detroit, did you know that you could purchase property inside of your 401k?
You know what? I kind of heard about it. I'd heard things here and there, but thanks to the educational part of Buy Homes Detroit and how the CEO and the CFO really walk you through what your possibilities are inside of retirement plans, I was really able to leverage not only my 401k recently, but someone's previously, as I've mentioned.
And were they able to actually assist you in rolling your money over into a self-directed account so you could get started?
Absolutely. Like I said, from step one to step close, Buy Homes Detroit has facilitated absolutely everything that I could have ever asked for, especially as a novice investor.
And were you a little bit leery to do property investment in Detroit when you first found out about the system?
Well, sure. I mean, at first I wasn't sure. I mean, Detroit's a long way away, but what I quickly realized was that as soon as you plug into a strong system that you believe in, that already had an established history and was credible, you know, I couldn't go wrong. The other thing I realized is that system stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. And that's exactly what Buy Homes Detroit provided me the opportunity to do. I saved myself a whole lot of time, and it helped me make a whole lot of money.
And one last question for you, Zach. After your experience, did you refer anyone else to Buy Homes Detroit?
Absolutely. My experience was so great that just right afterwards, I think I ended up referring, an extra 15 people to purchase properties with Buy Homes Detroit because that's how confident I am in their program.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thanks for letting me share.